What's up, guys? Blade Master here with my special guest for this video, Agony Achilles. What's up, Achilles?
Hey man, what's up?
We are going to be co-commentating a couple of battles that we fought. Well, at least one battle that we fought, which is going to be one of the most special, crazy battles that I've played in recent memory, and of course in Blade Balance. It's going to be in Namadosena. I have taken the Lusitani, and I decided to pick this Lusitani build to counter a special army that I thought Achilles would bring. But he's brought something way crazier than I could ever imagine. Achilles, why don't you go over your Pontic build?
Alright, so over on my left flank, I've got 4 of these Cappadocian cavalry. Behind that, I've got 3 Eastern archers and 2 Eastern javelinmen. In my center, which is kind of fucked up right now, I have an Eastern spearman, my general is an Pontic swordsman, and I've got a chariot. And then on my right flank, I've got 3 Eastern archers, 1 Eastern javelinman, and 4 noble blood cavalry.
It's insane. Literally just two melee infantry units. Whereas with Lusitani, I already spread my army into like 2 or 3. I brought a bunch of Lusitani swordswomen who are very cheap now. They cost only 260, but they still have jack shit for missile block chance. They do have frenzy charge, which would allow them to be unbreakable. So good units overall, but not good against the eastern skirmish line of Pontus. I decided to use them as a meat shield and then bring up my Scutari cavalry. I've got a total of 6 Scutari cavalry, some Lusitani guerrillas, and a bunch of 4 veteran shield warriors, 1 Lusitani noble, and 4 Balearic slingers, who would actually do pretty decently against all the eastern archers and javelin men of Achilles. But if he's kept them bunched up like this, then he can just very easily overwhelm one of my Balearic slingers. And in any case, they have a bunch of targets to fire at, like his Cappadocian cab against my Scutari. The Cappadocians will win that out, but I'm bringing a Lusitani guerrilla and a veteran shield warrior to help support. You see, one thing I didn't realize is your right flank is much weaker than your left flank because it's 4 noble blood versus 4 Cappadocians who are much stronger. So that's why you've
Yes.
kept retreating them very smartly.
Also, I think that it is actually very smart of you to bring the Balearic slingers. As you said, they pose a really big threat to my archers because the slingers are of much better quality, but they are also more expensive. And you're now trying with the Scutari cavalry to get into my Eastern javelin, and I have like 1 noble blood cavalry that's like fucked up trying to get into that Scutari cavalry
Yeah.
before it gets to the Eastern javelin and actually get quite some kills. Like Eastern javelin down to down with 20 men, archers with 30 men.
They are very fragile, yeah. And over here, Balearic Slingers, 1 Lusitani swordsman has done really well in catching some of the Cappadocian Cav. The Cappadocian Cav here have killed off my Scutari. For the most part, their quality is so much better than the Scutari that it's going to be very hard for me to win the cavalry engagement. So I'm trying to just use Frenzy Charge, make them unbreakable, let them stay as long as possible while my Balearic Slingers do a bunch of killing. But once, like each Scutari cavalry that I lose, it means Balearic Slingers, very expensive skirmishers, are going to be under threat from very powerful cavalry.
Yes.
The Lusitani guerrillas are going to be crucial. They are trying to help kill off some of these noble blood cav. Just a massive blob of cavalry here. Look at the number of cavalry over here. This swarm of cav.
Yeah, that was kind of a panic. I was thinking you really would get into the archers with that cavalry unit, so I just selected the hotkey with all the 4 noble blood cav, and I was like, charge that fucking unit, because otherwise it's gonna end bad. And I'm doing the
Yeah,
same
but
right now
now
again, just all the units charging into that one Scutari cavalry.
because
Pulling through at the same
that was a
time
good
with the
idea because
chariots.
I actually got a javelin volley off with the Scutari cab onto the side chariot, and that's doing a lot of damage. It already killed off one of my Lusitani guerrillas. I've used cavalry counter tactics, but it's not going to be enough. Veteran shield warriors, meanwhile, very expensive unit that's getting destroyed by these guys. And Balearic Slinger is very close to getting destroyed by the side chariot in the meanwhile. And in the center, you're using one of your noble blood cav to catch 2 retreating Balearic Slingers. I don't have anywhere to go to move with them, essentially. Very well done. Was this a coordinated attack, or were you just simply like, you're like, okay, I see some Balearic Slingers, I'm just going to charge them now because I see he doesn't have any cav?
I did it for 2 reasons. The first reason is that my chariot is almost done on your complete left flank. And the second reason is I saw an opening basically to go for the Balearic Slingers and do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And so, because I know you were, like, at all costs, you want to protect the Balearic Slingers, and therefore you will bunch up your units. And that's when I decided to bring over my chariot and actually
Yeah.
start pulling through the big blob. That was my thinking behind it. Though it doesn't really work out that well, as the chariot, it will pull through once and do a lot of damage, but then it will
Yeah, it's
die.
also getting crushed by your Eastern Javelin men as well. They're very powerful skirmishers. They have excellent javelins. So they actually did a bunch of friendly fire there. But here, my Belay Slinger on my right flank, on your left flank, has gotten caught by Cav. I've managed to finish off that cavalry, but it's done a lot of damage, and so has your side chariot. So a lot of my Belay Slingers are needlessly destroyed. You can see two of my four are now very severely depleted, and one of them is not doing well against your Cav. Bringing my Scutari Spearmen to catch some of the Noble Blood Cav, and hold on one sec. So yeah, my Scutari Spearmen chasing after the Noble Blood Cav, and now all your Eastern Archers just destroying Veteran Shield Warriors and Scutari Cav. I don't really have a counter now because I don't have any cavalry. I have this one Scutari Cav, but it's so severely depleted against so many skirmisher units. I was just hoping that you were out of ammo by this point. But even then, my chances of winning are very low.
I am out of ammo with the Javelin as to be expected, of course. But right now, I think I do have the better cards in my hand for the end game. I do have cavalry left to threaten your Balearic Slingers, and I do have archers left to threaten.
The Balearic Slingers do have a good missile block chance. In Blade Balance, they have like a 35% missile block chance, but the thing is, you use your cavalry very well in the mid game to just destroy a lot of the slingers, and even now they're coming over, trying to hit some of the few slingers that I have remaining, who have done decently, but that's to be expected. Because even 3 or 4 slingers, if I can kill off some of your archers, then they have such low morale that I could maybe even win the game. But you have so many units that you've kept essentially full strength by now, and that one extra Noble Blood Cav at 46 men is going to be very crucial. Veteran Shield Warriors, of course, is killed off your general, but that's besides the point. Like right now, your archers are all in red morale because the general recently died. But I don't know. It's just going to be very hard. Maybe if some of your flaming shot actually hits some of your own archers, then it could be a it could be a day.
Imagine the fail. No, you managed to get with the Lusitani guerrillas some precursors into my Noble Blood Cav, bring them down with 4 men.
very useful those precursor jabs. But the thing is, now I have a bunch of units that have shitty shields against a bunch of archers, so we all know how well that's going to go.
Yeah. Right now I'm flanking around with my Noble Blood Cavalry. All I want to prevent is your Balearic Slingers fighting into my archers, even though it's probably not going to do a lot. I just really think that my morale of the archers is so low that just the constant firing of the Balearic Slingers into them will rout them, basically. But yeah, it's not going very well for the Balearic Slingers.
My general has caught the Noble Blood Cav. I do have one Balearic Slinger at 80 men and one at 36, but if only I had like a Scutari Cav that could intercept your Noble Blood Cav now, it would be very crucial. Unfortunately, I don't. It sucks. This is the worst. When you're on the receiving end of something like this, it's just so painful. You can't really do anything, and then your opponent has everything against you. So you just have to sit there and take it. It's not nice. It's not a nice feeling.
Yeah. Although I would like to point out that even from the start, this was an uphill battle for you. Pontus versus Lusitani. Of course, Pontus has the advantage.
I guess, yeah, and you have the flexibility to bring pikes, and that's what I was expecting. I was expecting like a 4 to 6 man pike line, but you ended up bringing a bunch of archers instead.
Yeah, I mean, it could have gone horribly wrong bringing this army, but yeah. It's like chess, man. It's like chess. Total War is chess.
So are you happy with Blade Balance and that you can bring an army as retarded as this? The Lord Retard is just crazy. And win.
I love Blade Balance, man. You can't do shit like this in the vanilla.
Okay, I'm gonna take it to cinematic mode while we watch my Lusitani nobles die. Also, Achilles, I hate you.
I love you too, Blade.
I'm gonna charge against someone.
Oh, the bait to turn your side. Oh. I'm such a tryhard nerd, actually.
Yeah, and the
that is just the fruits of to die.
Costly enemy victory. It was actually a lot more shameful victory. Oh no, shameful defeat for me. But yeah, what can you do? I'm surprised you didn't bring any slingers. But yeah,
Dreamer.
and I don't really get the Eastern Gentlemen, although they did pretty well, surprisingly well considering.
Yeah, I mean, consider the most kills
True, yeah,
on
they do kill
cavalry,
cavalry very
actually.
quickly. Actually, yeah,
Um,
that's actually pretty smart because but then they'll get a lot of friendly fire kills. Is what my concern is.
yeah. So, in the Agony Championships, Doug played with javelins only,
Oh,
and it just destroyed his opponent. Like,
right, right.
but that's why I brought the javelin, and I was a little bit inspired.
Cool game. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, let me know. Oh, the Achilles has a Total War channel as well that you should definitely check out, and I'll link that in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more. Peace.